Believe it or not, the same reason why you're not getting laid is the same reason why you're not getting sales. By the end of the video, you're going to understand exactly what may be going wrong and what are the three mechanisms that you can use to make sure that you increase your satisfaction in your sexual life and, more importantly, increase your sales within your business. Let's get to it. Hello everyone, Leon Castillo here, CEO and founder of Submaster, which is a company that specializes in peak cognitive performance for entrepreneurs and business leaders. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing because we release a few videos every week to help people like you cruise their business career at an accelerated speed. In fact, our client call us their secret weapon. So today I want to address something that it may be the elephant in the room for a lot of people, and we've certainly seen it in our clients throughout the years, and is that the same thing that is preventing them from having a good personal relationship, and if they want to get laid on demand, get laid on demand, and have a great business career, fundamentally stem from the same place, which is a lack of self-confidence. Without a lack of self-confidence that is actually predicated on something, I'm not talking about just being delusional, but actually knowing what are the mechanisms that go into having self-confidence, you really cannot expect to achieve anything meaningful or positive or great in your life. You need to fix that first, that internal belief system, if you want results to happen in the external world. So it's really all about the same thing, because if you think about it, sales and relationships are based in a way on persuasion, on the ability of convincing a person that you actually have something to offer, something that might be helpful or might be good for the other person, right? And this can only happen if we understand intimately that nothing positive can stem from a place of lack. So if you don't have self-confidence, if you don't believe in yourself, then how come you expect to get laid? How come you expect to have the confidence to approach somebody else and actually seduce or persuade that person? And conversely, if you don't have enough self-confidence in your business, in your product, how do you expect the other person, the client, the prospective client or customer, to actually believe that you can offer a solution to the problem? You can't. It's impossible. Right? So everything starts from within. If you truly believe what you're doing, then it is much easier to actually be able to sell it or be able to seduce someone, right? And here, I mean, there's a lot of scientific literature that goes into self-confidence, into internal beliefs and stuff. But the three mechanisms that I think are more useful and that can definitely help you increase that level of self-confidence are basically three, right? And we teach them in order because we believe that that's what actually unlock a superior state of self-confidence and self-belief that actually helps manifest good outcomes in the personal or professional life. So first is self-acceptance. So most people turn a blind eye toward their faults or their bottlenecks or the system of themselves, the things that are not working. They try to hide them under the rug without facing those things that may be wrong. For whatever reason, maybe it's fear, maybe it's, again, a lack of self-confidence that is creating a downward spiral. Whatever it is that is preventing you from facing those fears, that's preventing the solution from taking place. So if you don't really solve the problems, then how do you expect to improve the whole system of yourself? You can't. So the first thing you need to do is to really understand what's wrong and accept that you are flawed human beings, like we all are, and work towards solving those problems one by one. This is not rocket science. It's what I'm good at, what I'm bad at, what belief system may I be entertaining that is not serving me anymore, and then fix that. Actualize that so that it liberates a lot of energy that you can put toward productive purposes. So that's step one, self-acceptance, and then working on those flaws that you may discover. In order to be able to discover those flaws, you may need some external help or use internal feedback systems like a dashboard, whatever, that can illuminate those blind spots. Again, we all have blind spot, right? So life, it's all about actualizing ourselves, solving blind spot. The more you ascend, like the more you transcend yourself, the more you push yourself, new blind spot will appear, new problems will show up, but those problems will be of a higher caliber, right? So don't expect to be problem free. That doesn't exist. But what definitely exists is better kinds of problems, better kinds of blind spot. And that's what you need to be aspiring towards. So first is self-confidence. 2 is self-respect. So once you know who you are because you've turned an earnest look into who you are, then you need to respect yourself. And this can show in terms of what are the boundaries that you are putting in yourself and in your business. Can be the same model applies to both parts of your life in order to prevent others from actually taking advantage of you or your business, right? It's the same thing. Self-respect is about knowing internally that you are somebody that has value and therefore needs to be protected. And finally, the third step is self-efficacy. Cultivating a state of self-efficacy is your ability to get things done, your ability to execute on your plans, your ability to do what you said you were going to do. Self-efficacy, in fact, is a very specific psychological mechanism that is most prevalent, or at least shows up more in entrepreneurs, right? Entrepreneurs, if you think about it, they're building something out of nothing. They're changing the world. Like, in a way, you can think it as if the world worked worse before they started the company, and now because they're serving the customers, the world, in a way, works best. But in order to really build that, you need to have a crazy amount of confidence in your ability to pull it off. And that's exactly what self-efficacy is, right? So first self-acceptance, then self-respect, and finally self-efficacy. And if you do these 3 steps, then your natural confidence into who you are is going to be massively increased. And therefore, you will show a different demeanor. And you were going to approach all interaction with women or all interaction with customers from a place of abundance, meaning that you know who you are, you know what your boundaries are, you know you're able to deliver on whatever promise you do. So it's for them then to understand the value that you can provide, right? So the same mechanism that prevents you from making sales, the one that's preventing you from getting laid. And it's all about self-confidence. And self-confidence is not some arcane thing that just a few people have. It's just something that you can manufacture if you follow those 3 steps. First, accept who you are and fix the things that may be holding you back. 2, self-respect. Put boundaries to prevent others from stepping into you. And 3, create self-efficacy, which is the ability of do what you said you were going to do. And this model applies for both the personal and the professional, right? The better self-confident you become, the easier it's going to be for you to deliver on what I promise you do, right? Think about it like front end and back end, right? So if the front end is sales in your business side, or getting laid, persuasion, seduction on your personal side, you need to have a very strong backend. That backend, that self-confidence, need to be constantly honed. As most entrepreneurs know, the battle in business is always won in the backend, right? So fix the backend and the front end will fix itself. Or if you want to put it in systematic terms, fix the inputs and the outputs will take care of themselves. I hope this was useful. Please let me know in the comments if it was. And of course, consider subscribing because we release a few videos every week like this to help entrepreneurs scale their businesses at record speed. And of course, if you want a proven framework to do exactly that in 7 short weeks, please apply for the Evolution program because it may be exactly what you need to get to that next level. Thank you very much.